There's nothing worse than being on the road or being at your campground and finding out that there is something wrong with your RV and you don't have the right tools to take care of it. So today I'm going to break it down into 3 different categories so that we can prepare ourselves and have the right tools just in case we need them. For the first category, I want to talk about leaks, specifically water leaks. Here I have a piece of PEX tubing, and this being blue means cold water. You can also buy it in red for hot water, but nevertheless, blue, red, it can work for either side in a pinch if you have that emergency. For a pro tip, you're not going to need that many tools here, but really all you need is a piece of PEX, one of these little clamps in order to be able to clamp down and lock and seal the PEX, and albeit one of these little cutting tools so that you can cut the PEX line that you need to replace, and you can be able to cut the new piece to the length that you desire. And one other good tip around water leaks is if you have a new RV, if this is all new to you, or if you're experienced, then go through your RV and learn where all the hoses, the lines, the fittings, the valves, everything is located. That way, if you find yourself having a leak, then you know kind of where everything is located already, and you can take that out of the equation. I promise you, if you just take a couple hours, go through your RV, learn it really good on where everything is located. You may have to pull some panels off, but learn where everything is located. Then that day when you may have a leak, the stress is a little lower because you already know where to go. Even if you're someone that doesn't have the mechanical know-how around how to work on things on your RV, then having an idea where everything is located and how everything works to get it fixed will help you out drastically when it comes to having somebody come over to do it for you. Now for the second category, which has to do with electricity. There is one item that I want to talk about, which is not a tool, but is something that you have to have in your RV. And that is a good box of assorted fuses. That is the 12-volt fuses. You never know when you might blow a fuse, and having one of these on hand will help you out in diagnosing, troubleshooting, or even just fixing a general problem. This kit that I have has a wide selection of different amp fuses depending on which one you need to replace. I'll leave a link down in the description where you can go find this little kit of fuses, as well as all the other tools that we're looking at today. Now for electrical tools, some of the things that I love to have is a good set of wire strippers, some wire cutters, some electrical tape, even some screwdrivers, a flathead and a Phillips head screwdriver. All these things are good to have in a bag in the event that you need it. But out of all the tools for electrical stuff, there is one item that you must have, and that is a multimeter. The reason for having a decent multimeter is to be able to check 120 volt AC and 12 volt DC. As some of the use case scenarios that I've had to use a multimeter for is checking things like my battery, or checking the pedestal at a campground, making sure I have the right kind of power coming in, or checking something inside of the RV in case the power turned off. Well, I can check it with a multimeter to see if I have power going to it, or if I have an actual problem with the thing that I'm working on itself. Out of all the tools that we're talking about today, there is 2 main ones that are my favorites, and this is probably number 1. Number 2 is coming up shortly. Also, please wait to the end because I have a bonus one that I want to talk about with you, a 3.5 if you will. For the third category, I want to talk about things that are just relevant to the actual frame of the RV itself. That's the box that you live in, the frame and all that stuff that carries that box along, all that good stuff. And when it comes to the frame and the living space and all that, it's good to have a good set of mechanical tools. You'll want to have yourself a good multi-set that has ratchets and sockets and screwdrivers and all that good stuff built in. That way, in the case that you have to actually turn, lock down, tighten anything, you already have everything together, and you already have your screwdrivers that we talked about a little while ago already inside of that kit. As you're pulling your RV down the road, it's shaking and bouncing all over the place, and because of that, things can come loose, and having the tools to tighten everything back up, well, that will just be handy, and one less thing that you have to worry about, or a headache of something that's just going to sit there and worry you. Now, I know I promised you a 3.5, but before I get to the 3.5 or the 3.5, there's maybe a 3.25, because this one's really short and simple, but yet it's very much needed. And that is Eternabond tape. The reason that you need this is because of your roof. If you're going out and camping, there are times when something can land on your roof, a stick, a tree, something can rub it and tear a hole in it. And to prevent damage to your RV, you take this tape, you cut off a strip, you seal that hole up, and it'll be forever repaired and patched. Now, I'm not sponsored by Eternabond or any of the other tools, but I wanted to tell you about this tape because it's something that you can go on Amazon and you can order yourself and have a roll just in case of the event that you need it. Now this roll that I have here is 50 feet, but you can order shorter rolls. That way you can have a small roll just in case there's an event where you might need one. Now for the 3.5, the very last one, the one that we've been talking about the whole time, that has to do with your suspension, your tires, your wheels, your rims, all that good stuff. And in order to talk about that, I want to take you outside. All too often I hear about people going down the road and their tires blowing out and they're just stranded. There's nothing they can do. Call for help, that's about it. And because of that, I went out and got me an impact wrench, a bottle jack, a tool to be able to lift a bottle jack up with, a set of sockets, and a torque wrench so that when I put these nuts back on, I could torque them down to the right specification. And all these items work together really well because you have to have something that can lift the tire off of the ground. You have to have the impact or some tool that will be able to get the lugs off of the tire, and a torque wrench to be able to tighten down the lug nuts and torque them down to the specification they need to be so that the tire doesn't roll off of your camper while you're going down the road. I know I said earlier there's two things that I like, and one of them was the multimeter. That was my favorite, and there was a number two. And number two is this impact wrench. Now, there's other tools out there that'll do just fine. You can get a breaker bar. You can get one of those plus sign looking ones. I'll put a picture of one on the screen here. But nevertheless, there's other things that you can get out there to take the tire off of your RV. But I tell you what's really nice about having the impact wrench and the little socket set to go with it, the impact sockets, is that I can use it not just on the RV, I can use it on other people's RVs, your car, your truck, whatever that you need to be able to take the tires off of to be able to fix them. Well, this will work good. And it takes 1/10 of the time and 1/10 of the amount of effort in order to get your wheels off and back on, especially for most of the RVers out there who camp during the summer. And if you're broke down on the side of the road, you don't want to be there no longer than you need to be. So as stated before, no matter if it's electrical, if it's water, if it's something with the frame, your suspension, no matter what, you're gonna run into some things that need repair when you're out camping. And having the right tools with you means the matter of actually having a good camping trip and a bad camping trip. If I may make one suggestion, if you don't have any tools at all because you just don't really know how to use them, get them anyway. No matter if you're broke down on the side of the road or you need help in the campground, if you already have the tools, you already know where everything is inside your RV, there will always be somebody around that can help you. And as we come to a conclusion, I am Jason with How to RV, and I hope this video today helped you out a bunch. And I know that there's a ton of other tools out there that I didn't mention today, but I'm curious on what tools that you pack up and what do you take with you on your trip, and put those down in the comment below. Leave that information for somebody else to learn by. And until the next time, enjoy your RV trips, have the right tools, and God bless.